Trapeze Network's wireless LAN equipment is designed for mission-critical mobility. Healthcare customers all over the U.S. and Europe choose Trapeze because we have the best wireless architecture to deliver secure, non-stop voice, video, and data services in hospitals. Hospitals are deploying advanced clinical applications to reduce medical errors and improve patient care. But their success depends on those applications being mobile. While most hospitals have already begun deploying wireless LANs, many are finding that wireless mobility is more elusive than they expected. Doctors and nurses need access to patient records at the bedside, in the hallway, in the elevator, everywhere, at every point of care. Unfortunately, seamless mobility is tough to accomplish, leaving many hospitals resigned to tape on the walls, marking out wireless no-go areas. Medical-grade mobility means having secure, uninterrupted connections at every point of care. Medical-grade mobility is something you must design for, taking into consideration each vendor's mobility architecture. It's complicated moving a secure data stream or a voice call from one controller to another, keeping it alive and preserving security while a person roams around a building. Most vendors rely on a centralized switching architecture in which all traffic goes through the wireless LAN controller, and each client is dependent on a home controller. Even after a client roams to a different controller, its traffic still must go the long way around through its home controller. Trapeze's smart mobile architecture is more efficient and better designed for reliable mobility. Local switching at the access point allows all traffic to be switched with no dependence on a home controller, while security credentials for authenticated clients get distributed to other controllers in the network. Consequently, when a client roams to any other controller in the cluster, it is automatically recognized and traffic flows are optimized to take the shortest path. This has obvious ramifications for voice traffic. Trapeze offers medical-grade mobility like no other because the smart mobile architecture is efficient, scalable, and secure. Add to this superior management and unprecedented availability, and Trapeze outperforms Cisco and still costs 30 to 40% less. The traditional approach to redundancy is to have a fully loaded, fully configured device ready to back up any other device which may fail. But many-to-one redundancy is inefficient, as 99% of the time the backup device sits idle. And by the time you need it, chances are it has the wrong configuration anyway, because no one has time to test disaster recovery. No vendor matches the mission-critical availability offered by Trapeze's clustered switching approach. With clustered switching, all controllers in a cluster get a common configuration that allows each controller to act as a backup for any other. This many-to-many redundancy keeps all devices in service so you know they work. This approach enables instant capacity scaling and allows in-service upgrades, all with zero downtime. This is simply not possible with other vendors' systems. Putting all voice traffic through a centralized controller inevitably increases latency, but that's the opposite of what you want for voice. The smart mobile architecture allows a more direct, lower latency path. Load tests show some vendors' centralized switching architecture results in over 1,000% more latency and jitter than with Trapeze Smart Mobile. Trapeze has worked with many of its investors and partners who are well-versed in voice and other wireless technologies to ensure that Trapeze has a best-of-breed voice solution. The smart mobile architecture solves many big problems that are unique to voice, and Trapeze has always led the field in supporting voice over Wi-Fi standards and offering the broadest handset interoperability. Good mobility begins with good planning, and here Trapeze shines. No other vendor offers the advanced three-dimensional RF planning capabilities that come with Ringmaster. Ringmaster is Trapeze Network's award-winning lifecycle management software that enables you to plan, configure, monitor, and optimize your network with the greatest of ease, saving hours in productivity. With Ringmaster, IT staff can manage massive, multi-site wireless networks entirely remotely from one management console. Trapeze also has the fastest and most precise location tracking on the market. Whether you're tracking the whereabouts of a high-value asset or a child, accuracy and speed are critical. With a medical-grade mobility infrastructure, you'll be able to leverage location awareness in many workflow and patient care applications. And it's so easy too. We provide a simple API that lets you rapidly enable HIS applications as well as voice and messaging servers with real-time location awareness. And let's not forget security. Along with most other vendors, Trapeze supports all the standard authentication and encryption protocols to satisfy even the most stringent military requirements. The smart mobile architecture is unique in the industry, and Trapeze consistently receives industry recognition for its technological leadership and vision. Wireless networks are no longer a convenience for hospitals. Doctors and nurses need uninterrupted connections at every point of care. They need medical-grade mobility.